Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Alex Thorpe, and thanks for taking the time to watch this here real quick. There was some questions that was asked for me to give you guys some answers, so here we go. Can I build a boat, a car, a combination of both, motorcycle, ship? Yes. The answer is yes. I have restored boats from the ground up. I have restored cars from the ground up, and I've also restored motorcycles from the ground up. When I used to work in the shipyards, working on the big engines that were the size of school buses, we tore them all the way down and we built them right back up. Started from scratch and worked our way back up, no problem. Moving on from that, can I build a machine that can get out of extreme situations? Say, let me give you an example. You got a hot LZ. We got a broke down track. Or like a broke down tank. I'm jumping in that engine room. I am kicking ass. I'm taking names, whatever to make it run. If I have to use baling wire, duct tape, bark. If you wet a piece of stick, electricity will run through it. I can actually make a wire out of just a piece of bark soaking wet with water. MacGyver style. So, moving on from that. Now, my current vocation right now, or what I do for a living, I work for a concrete cutting company. I'm working on the machines. I'm just a general mechanic, and then the operators are all union guys. They take these machines, they go out, they do freeway jobs, night shifts, day shifts, whatever that they're cutting. You know, as far as the concrete, they bring in broken rigs, their trucks, whatever. I'm working all day pumping them back out so they can go make their living, so they can feed their families when they go home. So, do I got my own shop? Well, I share a shop with my boys in San Diego. You guys, I think, have already seen that video of me and my boys in SD, but that's their shop. So when I go there, I'm basically working in their shop, so they pretty much told me it's my shop too. I'm like, hey, great, perfect. You know, got my little corner, they give me a bike, I wrench it out, make some money, and there you go. Talk about building engines. Well, building engines is simple. You have an engine, it's broke, whether you have to rebuild it, fix it, whatever. I was an engine rebuilder for about 7 years of my career. Everything else I've done, you know, welding, electrical, stuff like that. But my sole job for 7 years was just straight engine rebuilding for Detroit Diesel. And I learned a lot from that. Now I've also rebuilt motorcycle engines, car engines, gasoline, and so forth. But I wanted a combination to where I knew gas and I knew diesel. I didn't want to be stuck with one thing. I wanted to know everything. I wanted to be the jack of all trades and a master of none. But I am a master of some. I got my certifications, yada, yada, yada. Building engines is easy as long as you know the fundamentals. Once you know the fundamentals, it's a cakewalk. What makes me different from other mechanics? Now that is a good question. What makes me different? Here's one example. I work out. I'm a little bit stronger than your average person. I'm lifting 250-pound cylinder heads off of an engine that I am taking apart so I can rebuild it. Another mechanic would walk up and look at it. He would spend an hour going to get a chain fall. Either he's going to bring it on the boat, bring it on the ship. He's going to bring it near the car, near the motorcycle, whatever he's working on. He's going to take an hour to set it up. He's going to take another half an hour of getting those two cylinder heads off. And then he's got to spend another hour getting the damn thing off the boat or, you know, back to its bay from the car, wherever he's working at. By the time he shows up to the boat with this chain hoist, whatever he's using, cherry picker, I've already taken off two cylinder heads and removed all of the pistons. And I'm taking a break. I'm smoking a cigarette now. Watching him still rig the chain fall. My speed, my accuracy, my basic knowledge, which also carries me into the most technical situations. You start easy before you get technical. A lot of mechanics don't do that. A lot of mechanics will just automatically think, oh, it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. When I'll walk up and I say, did you check the fuse? And then they look at me like, yeah, whatever. Sure as shit, it was the fuse. The fuse was popped. That's why the starter's not working. That's why the engine's not turning over. Simple things like that, that some mechanics will spend hours trying to figure out, and then they're pulling their hair out, then they have to go find people to help them, when it could be something simple. You got to check the basics. I have worked with 30 to 40-year-old veterans who've been in the business over 20 years plus. And I have out-wrenched them, outsmarted them. I don't know why. Maybe it's a gift that was given to me. I came from a family of mechanics. I love to wrench. I love to weld. I love to fabricate, build, you name it. I guess it just came to me naturally. And I'm thankful for that. So, my philosophy on life. Well, that's also a good question. I'm pretty sure everyone has their own philosophy on life, but mine's very simple. Enjoy life. We wake up every day not knowing what's going to happen every day. Every day is a new day. It could be the same old day, or something could just come out of nowhere. I can meet my future dream girl, my wife, have kids with her and settle down. I don't know. That could happen tomorrow, a week from now, whatever. But my philosophy is you enjoy the life that you got. You only get one shot at it. That's it. If you want to be miserable, don't come around me, because I'm a very positive person and I want to cheer people up. I just want to have fun, I want to create, and I just want to make people laugh too. I can tell some good jokes once in a while, you know, so you got to bear with me on that. But my biggest passion in life is the creations that I make. This beach cruiser, my 77 motorcycle, my 76 Hawaiian jet boat that you guys have probably seen pictures of. When I hang out with my boys in SD or here in Los Angeles, we have so many ideas to create. Okay, I already have like a couple other ideas for some weird beach cruiser styles that one day I'm going to patent, and we'll see where that takes me. But then also too, I want to become a business owner, and I want to open up my own bar, and I'm going to get there. Even if it takes me another 10 to 15 years, I'm going to get there. So that's what I'm shooting for. But I never ever give up. I've always been a leader. Back in my days when I used to get picked on as a kid, once I was able to beat up my bullies, from then on, I never lost a fight ever again. But that gave me the strength and the will to be a leader. So I joined the Marine Corps, and then they just sharpened my skills to be an even better leader. I've never ever been a follower. There's a lot of people that follow me, and that's fine. I will show them the right way. I will not lead them off the trail to failure. I will lead them on the path to success, just like me, okay? Because that's not the kind of person I am. I want to help other people, and I want to help myself grow, and I do every day, every day. What am I looking to accomplish? Well, that's simple. More dreams of mine. I have done all this stuff over the years. When I was a kid, I wrote a list of all the things that I wanted to do in my life. Up to this point, I have done everything. I still got more goals, and I'm going for those goals every day. One of them is to be the bar owner. Then I want to build me a 49 Mark chop top from the ground up, if I can ever find an original one. I want to build another motorcycle, another boat, more beach cruisers. I got things to do. I'm a very busy guy when it comes to stuff like that, and my mind is always going 100 miles per hour. What's at stake? Reputation. My reputation is at stake. I have a reputation of being a good, solid, fast mechanic, and I'm good at what I do. I also have a reputation of being able to take care of myself. People don't mess around with me. They see me on the street, they think twice whether they want to pick a fight with me or not. I don't ever have to worry about getting into too much trouble. I'm not out looking for trouble. If the trouble finds me, then I'll take care of it. But really, I want to meet people, make friends, and have a great time, you know? But from my ex-bouncer days, got into a lot of trouble there. I learned a good amount of things, but it's reputation. Everybody knows me for my reputation, and it's a very good reputation. And I will never ever do anything to jeopardize that reputation. Reputation means everything. It's just like you own a business. If you have a business that has a reputation that is junk, no good, bad mechanics, bad service, and they charge way too much, do you think you're going to stay open? highly unlikely, okay? You're gonna be taking out loans just to survive. But if I have a shop with a reputation this high, that is just remarkable service. You walk in, they make you feel like you're at home. They got donuts, they got coffee, and when you jump in your car, you don't have to second guess their work because it's on time every time, okay? Signed, sealed, and delivered, that's a reputation, that's a strong business, which will be a growing business. Any big decisions in life? Well, that's simple. I gotta wake up tomorrow and see what happens next. I have decisions to make every day, and so does everybody else. Me being a mechanic, when I'm troubleshooting, there's decisions all the time. Being a leader, just being a leader is a big decision all in itself. But any big decisions, once I get my bar business going, once I'm able to jump into my bar business, that's going to be a big decision right there. Do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? What is it going to take? Where am I going to go with it? In the back of my mind, I'm not going to fail. I refuse to fail at anything that I do. And I want to tell you guys out there that you do the same thing. If you think it's going to fail, well, then it is going to fail. If you think it's going to fail, it's going to fail. But if you are 110% sure that it's not going to fail and you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen, then what do you think is going to happen? It's that simple. It's that simple. And I want to teach everybody that. One more thing, I've always, for some reason, wanted to be an automotive shop teacher or be a diesel technician teacher. Go into a school and teach all these applications, my past experiences. It'd be a great job and I'd be reaching out to people, but right now, since I'm still trying to make money to get to my bar business, they don't pay enough. So that's why I'm not doing it, and that's why my hands are still dirty. So, but anyways, guys, thank you for taking the time to sit here and listen to me answer those questions real quick. I hope you guys got some good information from that. If you guys have any more questions in the future, feel free to stop by anytime and ask. I'm an open book, and I'll tell you anything that you want to know. You guys, thank you very much for watching this, and you guys take care.